Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today we're looking at an accessory for the Rode Wireless Go and the Wireless Go 2 microphones. And what it is, it's a charging case of these particular microphones. And here it is the Andycine ZG-Cine charging case. This effectively is really handy if you use the Rode Wireless Go 2s or the original Rode Wireless Go 1 system. I'll tell you why it's really useful in just a second, but that's the case. The three of them just slot inside there, and it basically charges up the microphones. Now, the reason why this is really useful is Rode, when they introduced this kit, were pretty much the first on the market with one that has one receiver, which is basically here, one receiver and two transmitters. Now, I'll leave a link up here, I think it's up here, to my review of the Rode Wireless Go 2s, and I think you'll find it's a fantastic piece of kit. Great value for money. Rode products are excellent anyway, so you're not going to have any fear of audio quality being poor, reliability and all that sort of thing. It's great products. And one of the huge benefits with the Rode Wireless Go 2, each transmitter has a built-in audio recorder. So you've got backup in case the signal drops between the transmitter and the receiver. So that's the advantages with the Rode Wireless Go 2 in a nutshell, basically. And you can just clip them on, you know, your jacket, your shirt, the presenter's jacket, whatever it might be. Because it's got a built-in microphone actually in the transmitters, as well as a connection to plug a lavalier microphone in. But the downside with this kit is each unit has to be charged up separately. So they didn't come in a charging case, and that's where the Andycine charging case comes into its own, because it enables you to put all three items into the charging case. What you had to do was have three separate, so you've got your three units, and you had to have three separate USB leads going into a multi-block, something like this one here. This happens to be an Amazon one. Going into a multi-block to be able to charge them up. So you've got extra leads, extra hassle really. And if you are going out on a shoot and you forget to take your leads with you, or one of them's broken, you're a bit, you're a bit stuck. Whereby other manufacturers have been putting their wireless microphones in a charging case when you buy it. So, for example, this is the Full Aim 1000 kit, which I've reviewed. Fantastic piece of kit. And you can see there, the two transmitters and the receiver are inside the charging case. Just drop them back in it when you finish with it. The same as the DJI mic, which is what I'm using at the moment, is the DJI mic. That's exactly the same. Obviously, there's only one transmitter because I'm using one at the moment. It's got a transmitter and space for the transmitter and sorry, two transmitters and one receiver inside this charging case, and job's done. But Rode didn't do that. It wasn't even bundled in a case. So you know, it's great that other manufacturers have actually come up with a solution if you already own the Rode Wireless Go 2. And even if you don't own the Rode Wireless Go 2, but you do want to purchase them because you've heard good reviews and the sound quality is great, then now you can, because obviously you can buy the charging case and you can slot the three units in the case. It's actually quite a good design because it's quite a large case. Now, with the DJI, the Full Aim one, all of these, there's no space in here. You can see here's a little space on the top here for the cable, the 3.5mm cable that goes into the camera or audio recorder. But what Andycine have done, have actually made it a large enough case where you can fit your windsocks in there, you can fit your 3.5mm cables in there, you can fit everything in. So all you do to charge them up, you literally grab the, whether it be the transmitter and the receiver, and inside it's marked so you can see where the transmitters go and where the receiver goes. Now in this lighting you might see it, you might not be able to see that, how that is labelled inside, so you clearly know which one is which. So this is the receiver, so that'll go in where it says RX, so that just slots into there like so, and there you have the perfect fitting. So There's a good solid fit, it's not going to fall out. That just goes into there like that. Job's done. And the same with the two transmitters. They'll just go into the unit like that. There's one, and then there's the other one, and that'll just go in like so. So now you've got them charging up and they'll be ready for use. Now on the front of the case you've got your LEDs at the bottom, they glow white. That shows the case is charged, and it shows to what degree the case is charged, how much charge is left in the case. And the top ones show red. That shows the actual units inside that are being charged, and you can see that they're being charged because the lights glow on the unit. Little blue lights glow on the actual unit, and on the actual receiver you can see there, but that is showing a charge in there. It's going green. It's halfway, so that's charging the receiver up. And all you do, just put that to one side and go off and do what you need to do. It takes a couple of hours to get a full charge. Now once you've charged the case up, then you can take the units out, use them, and you can put them back in 3 times. So this case will remain enough charge in the case to run these units on 3 cycles. So you can charge it up first time, take them out, use them for, I think it's about 7 hours, isn't it? They reckon that, Rode reckon that these will run on 1 charge. So then you can put them back in before you have to charge the case. You charge it up again and then use them again. Now that means you'll get through a day without any problem whatsoever. Even if it's a full day of usage, you'll be able to get through an entire day just taking this with you and a USB-C lead if you need to. The likelihood of you needing to charge this up while you're out on location is remote, particularly during the course of a day. Now, if you're doing an overnight shoot, you might want to charge them up in the hotel room of a night time, but you only need to bring 1 lead because it's all in 1 box, and I think that is great. It's really, really well made. It's got overcharging circuitry, so you can't overcharge the unit, and that's really great. They do recommend once you've charged them up to take them out so that they don't discharge. Now I have found that not to be necessary, to be honest. I think that's a precaution. I think the manufacturer said that in the manual as a precaution. I found that I deliberately done it. I charged them up. I mean, I left them in there for 2 or 3 days to see if they had drained any juice in the actual units, and it hadn't. I could still use the actual units. So, it's not a problem. The manufacturers have obviously put that in the instruction manual as a precaution, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. And I say what I do like, there's plenty of room in the case, even with the units in here, to put a cable in there, a couple of cables, your wind socks for the microphones, and there you go. And on the front you've got a button on the front here that when there's nothing in here, that tells you what the charge of a case is and what the charge of the units are when the units are in there. Let's take the units out. So you can push this button in here so you can see the charge of a case, and that's now showing that the case is fully charged. So again, that is great. You put the units in, you use them, as I said earlier, and you can charge them up. So yeah, it's a great handy little device for those of you that do use the Rode Wireless Go 2, or as I said earlier, thinking about buying the Rode Wireless Go 2. Now I love these microphones, they're great quality, but I actually did stop using them. Prior to getting this case, I stopped using them for one simple thing. I was forgetting which ones were charged up, because obviously there's 2 transmitters, and then I'd forget to charge the receiver up, and it was really frustrating. I find with the DJI mic, the full aim kit that I got here, because there's a charging case, I just put them back in the case. I mean, I don't have to worry about it, and I know that when I take them out, they're going to work. Well, that's great now with the Rode Wireless Go 2. I can do exactly the same. I can put them in the charging case, and I know now if I just put them in there, it's very easy to do, as I just said. You put them in there, and then you know that when you take them out, they're going to be charged, ready for use. So there we go. That took a matter of, well, it didn't take long at all to put them in there. And you know now that they're going to be ready for use, and you ain't got to cart around lots of different cables and so on and so forth. So there you go. That's the Andycine ZG-Cine R30 Pro charging case for the Rode Wireless Go 2 and the Rode Wireless Go 1 microphone system. Really handy, and as I said, handy that it's a large enough case to put all your accessories in, or most of your accessories in, so they're all in one place. That makes a lot of sense. So there we go. I hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the like button if you like the content of this video. That really would be helpful, helps me grow the channel. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.